Welcome back, children. Last class we have learned about some introduction part of cell definition, cell theory. Now we'll move on to number, size and shape of cell. Number of cells first one. We know unicellular organisms like bacteria, yeast, Chlamydomonas, that is algae, diatom, that is also algae, and Casmarium. They all comes under a plant group, okay, and animals also. We can see some zooplanktons like protista groups and all unicellular. So we can see unicellular also, multicellular also in both plant and animal. And human body is made up of many millions of cells. So we'll tell about 1 trillion of cells will present in our body. Imagine how much cells we'll have in our body. So that is only introduction part of the number of cells. Now, in case of unicellular organisms, we know single cell is capable of independent work or independent existence and do perform all the essential function of life like respiration, excretion, digestion. Every process will take place within the single cell event. So, we'll tell single cell is independent of its work. And for example, they have given in green algae like Pandorina, the cenobium is having a fixed number of cells. Cenobium means a multi-nucleus but can be seen inside a single cell. Okay, cenobium means multi-nucleus can be seen in a single cells. Like colony is the example for that. I'll show the next slide. The picture for volvox and nostoc have many cells enclosed by a mucilaginous sheath. So here you want to remember two concepts. Either a single cell will contain a many nucleus. This is cenobium. Single cell is having a single plant cell is having more than one nucleus. So this is we can call it as cenobium. Okay, and they'll have a single cell. With that we can see many nucleus. And second group is colonies like volvox. Volvox is an algae. Nostoc is a blue-green algae. In that we can see many cells, but they all are single cell only, but they all together was covered by one mucilaginous sheath. So they will just look like one colony. But they are not a multicellular, they are single cellular only. Okay, to protect from the environmental condition, they all circulated by one mucilaginous sheath. Okay, so we can call it as a unicellular, but they will exist in the form of colonies. Is that clear, children? Now come to the multicellular organisms. We all well know it is made up of many cells. And many cells means different cells become specialized to do a special functions. Okay. And we all well know, we have learned in from grade 9 onwards, we are learning cells. Many cells join together, you will get a tissue. Many tissues organ. Many organ system. If many organ system will club, will get a, we can see one fully developed organisms. Now this is the first picture, children. First picture is Chlamydomonas. This is algae. Actually this can be seen in plant kingdom, but the plant kingdom was deleted for your syllabus. So you want to know what is Chlamydomonas. Chlamydomonas is a single cellular algae. Now that's why it is green in color. And algae, this is a plant, but it will contain two flagella in it. So we can tell this is a motile algae. They'll have a two flagella. That is an example for single cellular, because you want to write everything, children. All competitive exam you want to remember all those points. Chlamydomonas is a single cellular algae. They will have a flagella in it. So it is motile in nature. Okay, next come to the chlorella. This is a chlorella. This is also an algae, and you cannot see any flagella in it. This is also single cellular algae. Next I have told Casmarium. This is also a group of organisms only. This is also a algae group. Okay, and there also you cannot see any very advanced flagella. Okay, small cilia like structures can be seen around the body. And come to Pinularia. Okay, Pinularia also we can see many nucleus we can see. Okay, xenobiotic condition, many nucleus can be seen in the Pinularia. And come to the Escherichia coli. So Chlamydomonas is a single cellular algae with flagella. Chlorella is a single cellular algae without any flagella. Casmarium is an algae with small cilia. And Pinularia, we can see many nucleus-like structures, synobium condition. And this is Escherichia coli, bacteria, single cell. Paramecium, lady's shoe slipper shaped. This is also a single cellular. Hydra, multicellular. But many spaces we can be able to see. Organ, tissue level starter, Hydra. And starfish, tissue to organ level starter. Multicellular, this is example for multicellular, these two. Spirogyra algae and pedestrum, this is an algae, and this is also algae. This is Volvax, I have told, many cells, but it is all surrounded by a mucilaginous sheath. So that is, we can call it as like a colonies. Now look at this, this is also like a colonies, this is also like a colonies. Next come to Nostoc. We have learned blue-green algae. So single cell only, but they all covered by a mucilaginous sheath. Just look like a multicellular, but it is not a multicellular. It is all like a colonies of Nostoc or blue-green algae. Next is Cara. Cara is again a brown algae. Okay, brown algae. And it is a multicellular algae. It is not a single cellular algae. This is a multicellular algae. And come to a plant, this is a multicellular organ only, multicellular plant only. So here you want to remember, we can say unicellular and multicellular. That is regarding number of cells. Now we want to see size of cell, what and all ranges. Okay, generally cell sizes, it ranges from 0.2 micrometer to 20 micrometer. And very smallest, very often they will ask in competitive question, very smallest is PBLO. What is PBLO? Pleuropneumonia-like organisms. Pleuropneumonia-like organisms. That is mycoplasma. What is that? Without a cell wall, bacteria. It is a bacteria, even very smaller than the bacteria, but there is no cell wall in it. So what is the size? Size is 0.1 micrometer only. Okay, micrometer only. And bacteria is unicellular. It is about 10 times smaller than the animal cells. So which is very larger, means plant cells are larger. And next size is animal cells. Next to that only we can see bacteria. So bacteria will tell it is 10 times smaller than the animal cells. And Escherichia coli, it is also bacteria. It is 1 to 2 micron long. And protozoa like amoeba, it is 220 to 760 micrometer. And generally we know plant cells are larger than the animal cells. And what is the ranges of animal cell? Like 10 micrometer to 30 micrometer, and plant cell is 10 micrometer to 100 micrometer. So here you want to remember one range for bacteria, children, one range for plant cell, one range for animal cells. So what is the plant cell, which is the largest? That is 10 micrometer to 100 micrometer. And what we can see under animal cell? 10 to 30 only. And come to the bacteria. Bacteria we can see 1 to 2, that is 1 to 2 micron long, the length they are telling. And protozoa, it is again eukaryotic, no? So it is 220 to 760 micrometer. And all compared to all those things, which is very, very smaller or smallest, PBLO, that is pleuropneumonia-like organisms, mycoplasma, that is 0.1 micrometer, comes under a bacteria group. Is that clear, children? And apart from that, we have exceptional for each and everything. So ostrich egg cell is a single cell, but it is 75 millimeter long. Okay, and Acetobularia, it is a unicellular green algae. It is often very important for genetical studies. Acetobularia is a unicellular green algae meant for genetical studies, and it is 10 centimeter in length. Even though it is a unicellular, but its length is very much high. So it is meant for so many genetical studies, 10 centimeter in their length. And bast fiber, that is phloem fiber, no? And it is of some plants like rami and all. It is very 50 to 55 centimeter long. It is meant for economical purpose. Phloem fiber, bast fiber. And giraffe nerve cells can reach about 2 meters. So we all well know, even human being, the longest cell in our body is nerve cell. But come to giraffe nerve cells, where we can see the nerve cell it can able to reach 2 meters. So the length of the nerve cells is larger than the human being. But human being, which is the very largest cell, nerve cells only, even in giraffe also, it can be extend even 2 meters. Is that clear, children? Next come to the, this is all regarding cell size. Next come to the cell volume. Okay, cell volume. Cell volume. Cell volume means the volume of a cell is which is filled. The volume of material which is filled inside the cell, and that is independent of organisms. We can't tell all those cell will have a same volume. It is independent of organisms. And the difference in the total mass of the organ or organisms depends upon the number and not in the volume of cells. For example, we can't tell elephant will have a very larger shape of animal cell and larger volume. It is not like that. Whatever it is, elephant also, rat also, cell shape and size will be same only. And the volume also will be same. Only the number of cells which is present in the organ will vary for elephant and rat. It is not a volume and it is not a cell shape and size. And now this is a common size. For example, which is very larger, a plant cell, and next larger is animal, and next only we can see bacteria. So generally we'll tell plant cells are larger than animal cells are larger than the bacterial cell. And cell size, what I have explained there, no, micrometer, nanometer. To compare with that, no, you can use this flow chart, and please write and keep it. Okay, 0.1 nanometer is your atoms, and 1 nanometer amino acids, that is basic unit of protein is 1 nanometer only, and 10 nanometers can be seen in protein. And next to that size only your viruses. We know viruses contains only DNA or RNA and protein only. So next to protein size only your viruses size. So here the picture was bacteriophage. And come to 1 micrometer, that is cell organelle. And come to 100 micrometer, that is plant and animal cells can be seen. And come to 1 millimeter, frog egg, that is macroscopic, we can able to see. That is a single cellular but can able to see. And 1 centimeter length, ant. And 1.1 meter, that is mouse is meter. And a meter in size, that is human being will tell. And again from 10 meter to 100 meter or even kilometer, very largest animal, blue whale. So which and all we can see electron microscope. If it is in atom size, we can able to see in electron microscope. Ranges from 0.1 nanometer to even the plant cell. Not a human egg also can be seen under a light microscope only. And only electron microscope we can see atoms, amino acids, proteins, viruses, cell organelles like chloroplast, most of the bacteria. Everything can be seen in electron microscope. And light microscope means we can see starting from the some bacteria, some viruses, not all viruses, some viruses and all organelles till the human egg. And what can be seen with the help of our naked eye, starting from the frog egg. And even human egg, no, it is 8,500 times larger than the human sperm. So like very small dot only. So we can able to see the human egg like a dot only. And frog egg and ant, mouse, human and all we can able to see in the through our naked eye. So this is the range, broad range, to understand how the cell size, no, for that only this chart will helpful. Is that clear, children? And here you want to remember why are cells so small. Okay, we want to see in that next video, children. Thank you.